You have already shouted 2 terms. How again do you bargain for a coalition, a working formula? You have already accepted. And they are actually saying, with no conditions.
With no conditions?
Yes. So how again say that we want Oburu to go and negotiate? Negotiate what?
And you've already in.
It's Oburu himself in Kibra who said, Mr. President, please work with us. A person who has said, please work with me, how does that person negotiate? Raila used to come in the street and say, unga imepanda. Grama maisha, iko juu. Tuesday. Tunarudi uwanjani.
Say that again. I want the people of the internet to hear that thing again.
Eh? Sasa.
Start from Oburu. Start from Oburu.
So these things are not happening.
Start from Oburu. Start from Oburu.
So you see, Oburu has always been a conformist. And I'm sorry for him. But Oburu is the person who stays in the shadows and waits for the opportune time to come out.
A time such as now.
Yes. Look at when nominations for ODM used to happen. Oburu could wear 4 sweaters and pretend to be sick.
so that what can happen?
So that he doesn't be subjected to nomination. And when Raila insists that there must be a nomination, he goes to Raila and says, you know, I will now die. I will go and say hi to Osewe and Odima. I will go and talk to my father. So Raila, so there is no such games now.
There is no such games now.
Yes.
It is gone.
And that's the biggest problem of ODM.
Who?
ODM now has that biggest problem. You see, Oburu has forgotten the template on which ODM has been run. That is why I am sure whenever he met Raila, they never used to talk about ODM. He only met Raila to talk about his nomination or what he wants to become next election. Hey, Raila, you know, I want to become governor now of Siaya. I say, hapana, hiyo achio rengo. Utakuwa senator.
Hiyo achia nani?
Achio rengo.
Utakuwa senator.
Utakuwa senator.
But now everybody is blaming Odoyo. Not Odoyo. I've seen him. I'm talking about the Ambutieno.
Yes.
He was here in the morning. I don't know what he has eaten. I think he had eaten booze in the morning with ugali.
Yes.
He came here red hot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Saying what?
He was dragging Odoyo, what is his name? Oburu on the mud. He's useless. Has never stood for anything.
But tell me one thing that Oburu has stood for. Oburu ni ule mtu ambaye anataka kudefy the sayings of wahenga. Najua wahenga walisema mtegemea cha nduguye hufa maskini. Ni Oburu amedefy. Yeye ni mtegemea cha nduguye ambaye hata kufa maskini. Lakini he cannot be like his brother. That reminds me of the first interview Jaramogi had when he became president.
Jaramogi?
Yes.
Became president?
When he became vice president.
Okay.
Just after election. After they had been sworn in. So there's this Muzungu reporter who asked Jaramogi that you have 2 sons, Raila and Oburu. If you heard that 2 of them are in trouble and you only have an opportunity to help one, who would you help? Oburu Jaramogi says, you know, I will run and help Oburu Because Raila can fight for himself.
Really? Raila can fight for himself?
Yes. Even you as a parent, you see, kuna mtoto lazima uangalie, anakula, anamaliziwa. Because ukimwacha tu peke yake wenzake watammalizia. That is Oburu. So he becomes the best candidate to lead ODM because the government does not want ODM to be led by a firebrand, a defiant person.
Like Sifuna.
Yes. They do not want ODM to be that defiant. President Ruto will not feel happy if ODM is united behind one person who can actually give all of them direction and they follow. He wants everyone to think they can give direction. And I have reason to believe that right now, William Ruto can have a conversation with Gladys Wanga and say, unajua sasa, make sure you are the one giving direction. Na unaona huyu Oburu hajielewi vizuri. Chukua hii milioni 50. Make sure ODM follows your direction. From there anaitwa Oburu. So mzee sasa unajua wewe ndio umewachwa na ndugu yako. So make sure the ODM is organized behind you. Chukua 50 million. Then from there you call another person. So everyone gets out of State House thinking they are the ones to run ODM. We are in broad-based. We were left in broad-based.
The last standing.
I was called by Raila before he died. We are here in broad-based. We are not going to leave and join opposition because some people are not happy. You see.
Let me ask you something. Raila was obviously not immortal.
Yes.
Yeah. Made of flesh and blood, has to wither away and finally go. Having the ODM having lost Raila, what do you think they should have done?
They should have preserved their brand, defiance. ODM has survived and blossoms in crisis. It's a party that has grown up and raised in the streets, facing death. So all of a sudden, they say, no, we cannot be the only ones being in the streets. What they should have done, and I think the person who should have become party leader should have spoken in the funeral and said, you see, as ODM, we are going to chart our own path. We understand that Baba had an understanding with the president, but that was Baba. Right now, we are going to sit down as a party and continue speaking for the people. If they could have coalesced themselves around that mantra, they would they would preserve the ODM we have always known.
Who would that be? Sifuna, Babu, Winnie, Odoyo Widi?
The Odoyo Widi cannot do that. Odoyo Widi, but Odoyo could have done it. But I think at that time he was conflicted.
Yeah.
Yes. So
who would have done that?
I think Sifuna is the best candidate to have done that. And the pragmatism should have allowed them to let him do that.
How about Gladys Wanga? She could speak.
Language hatujaibadilisha, but kumbuka ODM is dead bana. ODM is dead. Ile kitu inaendelea pale ni kifo tu, yani ile ni dead, yani ile hata tuwezi ongea story yake, ishaisha, ilikufa na baba. Sasa unaona ile ujinga inafanya ati kila mtu anajigawa, ndio kuonyesha na venye yako very very powerful kwa Ruto. Ruto manze si mso kuimpress. Ruto hawezi muimpress bana. Ruto ule msakali chujaga chagua of all the people Central, ule msali alitakura akamweka nje. Ati Gladys wangu nasema tuko sahi, sisi tuko broad based. Wewe na nani? Sema taja useme mimi na si wewe na Kaluma na watu wako junyima afisa conference. Mnataka kudishi. Hakuna pale mnaenda. Anyway, acha tuchukue kura tukutana nyinyi 2027. 2027 bana tuna kibarua kufanya. Wasee chukueni kura bana. Ujinga kina tunaona saa hii ndio tunataka ku avoid those people. Avoid your group bana. Avoid your group inafuatana na Ruto bana. Avoid your group. Mna mada ODM tukiona hatuwezi kubali. Anyway, language ni ile ile, kidole moja.